8:51, welcome back. Local nonprofit Promises to Kids is seeking help to continue supporting San Diego's foster youth amid this COVID-19 crisis. Joining us by Skype to talk about the organization and the ways that you can get involved is Promises to Kids Chief Executive Officer Tanya Tarosian. Tanya, good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to be with you and see you this morning. People, the ripple effects of this crisis is just reaching every corner, nook and cranny of our community. And we have to remember about the 3,000 foster youth who don't have that family support to rely on. Can you tell us a little bit about how this pandemic is creating a little bit more of a serious situation for that community?
Absolutely. So at Promises to Kids, we have three main programs in addition to supporting children over at the Polinsky Children's Center. And two of our programs are the most impacted. One is Can't Connect, which is our visitation program for siblings who are separated in foster care. So obviously, if you're living with different families right now, you're being encouraged and to try to find other ways to meet up. And unfortunately, for foster youth who are living with different foster families, they're separated from their siblings, not just physically, but they because of lack of technology and other things, they may not even be able to do things like what we're doing now, which is Skype visits. So they could be without seeing their family for 3 months. And then our Guardian Scholars Program, we have 200 kids that are attending college right now all over the U.S. And although schools have kept open dorms for our students, the biggest issue is about 60 of those youth as of yesterday had lost their jobs or had significant reduction in hours. Most of them are in food service or other entry-level positions that have become eliminated. So for a foster child who doesn't have family to rely on, it could be the difference between do they eat, can they pay their bills, and how do they survive?
Absolutely, and you bring up a really important point, just not only the financial impact that it's having, but really a social one as well, that we don't want to necessarily, it's more physical distancing, not social distancing. We want to be able to reach out to that community and let them know that we're in this with them. Can you talk a little bit about what the community can do to step up and help in this time of need?
Yes, of course. We're looking at, we still communicate, obviously, and visit our youth, whether it's video or if they do need in-person visits, we will make that happen. And what we're finding is what they need most are things like gift cards to Vons or to Target. They also need just financial support to get them through this time. So if you've lost your employment and you don't have anybody else to turn to, it's very, very scary. And so we're reaching out to the community to help support our Guardian Scholars Program with a contribution during this time so that we can help meet that.
And I'm sure the resource, Promises to Kids website is a great resource for some of the other things that are needed from the community. If you want to find ways to even just be a sense of moral support and mentorship, there's opportunities to do that as well.
We actually are in the middle of recruiting mentors that are matched in July. We need 75 for our college students that will be starting in the fall. So if you're interested in giving back in person and mentoring, as soon as we can do that, if you could apply now, we could start with Skype interviews and do the process of matching. It really does change a life. And for our students that are all by themselves without their family support, their mentor is their lifeline. So if any of you are thinking about giving back in that way, we encourage you to do that. Or go online and make a gift to Promises to Kids. We did have our annual fundraiser scheduled for June. It was about 20% of our annual budget. And of course, we're not having it in June. So if there's any financial assistance anybody would provide, we are 100% philanthropy funded. So Promises to Kids relies on individual donations in order to do its work.
Well, Tanya, we know you all are working tirelessly to help support our foster youth, and we are so thankful for that and appreciate your time this morning to really let everyone know that that's a sector of our community that we need to be rallying around during this time. So appreciate it.
Yeah, so thanks for all you do. Thanks to healthcare workers, and also thanks to the County of San Diego. I know that their Child Welfare Services Department is working a lot, so thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Tanya. See you soon.